Why, hello everyone, and welcome back to Satisfactory. This is Otaku Shobo, joined by the very, very comfy Dolly right behind my head. She's so comfy and sleepy right behind me. So, between episodes, I have crafted a bunch of solid biofuel from what we had done, what we had gotten from the glorious, beautiful chainsaw that we made last time. That's pretty much all we did last time was we got a chainsaw and we weren't afraid to use it. We also expanded the power. We're automating screws at this point, etc., etc. We unlocked a couple of MAM things over here. We got more concrete and brought the concrete up and into a chest near where we're building out the platform and, structure of a base. So, today, I am in fact going to focus actually on the construction of that base. I want to put away a lot of this stuff that we ended up getting through the chainsaw use. And as long as I've got space in this personal storage, I may as well use it. At least for now. I'm gonna put away the random junk as well, including the mycelia. And just gonna grab more rods. Grab these plates. Now that I have screws automated, it really cuts down the time for building the reinforced plates, the reinforced iron plates. So it's good to have this ability to just sit here. And also one very important thing, spacebar. This spacebar to craft is a toggle. So you just need to push the button once. You don't need to hold down the button to craft. You just push the spacebar once. It's a toggle. This is something I just learned while crafting the solid biofuel. Yeah. I wish I had known that, because this entire time I've been holding down either the left mouse button to craft or holding down the spacebar, not realizing that spacebar is in fact a toggle. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. So I have a few units now stored up of this concrete, and I have a lot of plates, meaning it is a great time to zoop the foundation. Yes, zoop. More and more foundation. What would I like ideally? A 10 by 10. That would be phenomenal. You must die. Goodbye. I'm pretty sure this is now a 10 by 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We have a 10 by 10. Glorious hallelujah moment right then and there. Let's also... I wonder how it handles... Say I do this. How does... it doesn't. That's a shame. But it does make that significantly easier, getting the ramp applied to this entire edge. I may be continuing to grow this level of the platforms, so I won't put the ramp on other sides quite yet. Nor do I think I'm going to have any walls here. What I do want is a ramp, 4-meter ramp, that is hopefully... Oh, thank God they made that so much nicer to... Oh my gosh, that didn't used to be possible the last time I played this. Bear in mind that the last time I played this was during the holiday season 2020. Yeah, do I want this to be 3 high? Do I want 12 meters, or do I want 16 between levels? I think we're gonna go with 16 between levels. And did I even position this correctly? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I have positioned this. Oh, you zoop up! Oh, that's so nice. Yes, I very much enjoy the up zoops here. This is going to be a 1 meter foundation now. Huzzah. I don't need 10. I need... Let's do 4 and see how many more we need. Another 3? Is that good? I think so. That should be good chunk of the way, if not right to the end. Yep, that's right to the end. Okay, so then it's 10. And these next two is 10. 10. Ta-da! 3. 3. I need you to be 9. There you go. I need you to be 9. I need you to be 9. And I need you to be 9. Thank you so very much. And then it's just 3, 3, and 3. I can't explain to you just how much nicer it is having this feature, this zoop feature. It is so much better having access to that built into the game and not needing a mod for that functionality. So much better not needing a mod for that. All right, we now have 2 layers. Now, how am I going to continue to expand upwards is a great question. My thought is I will have the ramps that way. I'll have 2 ramps here, and then it'll go back to the center for the next one up, and then to the sides, and then to the center. Ta-da! Ta-dee-dee-da-da-doo. And that will be how we scale out here, going into the future. Now, I do, however, need to fill the holes, at least this one. No, I don't want to actually zoop that one. Vertical zoop, yes. The vertical. The verticaling. Ta-da-da-da-da-dee. Now to do this below. Oh boy. Yeah, that, I guess, works. Excuse me? I'm pretty sure I pushed the button. There you go. Ta-da! We are done now with this. We are done now with this. So we have 2 levels now, with the beginnings of the 3rd. Now, we need to actually hook some stuff up. Let's start with a power line coming on in. Now, how far? I know I've mentioned that these stretch a really long distance. Oh, boy, that's nice. You fit on all 4 corners. Oh, that is so very nice that you actually fit on all these corners. Okay, that, as they say, is that for the initial power. There will need to be something that goes up to the next level. Come on, don't cancel like that, please. So my only question is, can I power line to there? I absolutely can, and that is phenomenal. I am running out of cables, though, so down we go. Let's go and make some cables. Hello, cables. I need these. Thanks. Before I get too ahead of myself, though, I think it's a great time to get my automation stuff moved over to my new platforms. But I would like actual progression today, outside of just building out this building, especially when, we're at that point that we can actually start automating things like, come on, make one more for me, at least. There we go. The reinforced plates. And we do have these other things that we can unlock. These conveyor poles are very nice to have. And I guess it makes sense to go ahead and do a lot of these to unlock these. Let's do this milestone, get that online. I really don't want to give it all those reinforced plates. But we're going to. Let's grab all of the things that I've currently made. Those screws are pulling a lot of rods, which is rather unfortunate. I'm probably going to have to pull in some of those to finish off the rods. But I should absolutely have enough stuff to make all of the reinforced plates to complete this milestone. And I'll see you when I've finished that. Alright, I should have enough stuff now to top off those rods and to throw in all those plates. Oh, goodness. Ready for launch. Let's go.
Milestone reached. Improved versions of conveyor belts and conveyor lifts are now accessible. To encourage additional verticality, conveyor poles now have a stackable variant.
Yes, conveyor poles. These are useful for keeping conveyor belts organized over long distances. It really acts almost like a vertical main bus. That's the best way I can describe it for your belt lines. And it does keep it nice, neat, and organized, which is why I wanted this in particular. But also, the level 2 belts can move twice as much stuff per minute. So now, if I come across a resource patch that is a pure resource patch, I will be able to make the full use of that ore output, the full 90 per minute on the Mark 1 miner of resources that will be output from that. Unfortunately, we are at most going to deal with 60 resources per minute for the moment. I don't really see much need to use the Mark II conveyors. I would need to have the reinforced plates automated before I even remotely consider it. So yeah, that's going to be that for now. So, resource automation will be good to have. Let's work with the iron stuff at this bottom level for the moment. Chances are, as I grow and expand, that like each individual level is going to be devoted to different things, and like there'll be a level for the iron rod stuff, a level for the iron plate stuff, etc. But for now, we're gonna have that is a lot of nuts that have grown. What the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6, 7. There's like 7 doohickeys for the iron nuts. Whatever. That's fine. Okay. Rotors are iron only, as are the reinforced plates. So I would like this bottom level to automate rotors and reinforced plates, if I can manage it. If I can manage it. I will need to begin with smelting. It all starts with smelting, and our smelter, unfortunately, the developers have not put in zooping for smelting, which is rather unkind of them. Just to repeat that again, it's rather unkind of them to not include the multi-build functionality. Oh, and these are also a little off kilter, but whatever. Oops. I fell. I like them where they are. They will exist where they are. So these will give me up to 120 ingots out across 4 of them. Because, yep, that's 4 by 30. This is going to be 2 belts in. 2 Mark 1 belts in, or 2 mining drills worth of ore in. And essentially we are replicating what we've already done. So we're going to have a splitter placed right there. We're going to have another splitter placed right there, following the guidelines. This is going to come out 1, 2 ticks, and then in. This is going to go in there. That goes straight in there. This goes out to here, back 2 ticks, and into there. Forms a nice, as close to right angle, nice looking curve as possible on here. It does a nice curve when you go 2 ticks back. Okay. That being done, I will need to destroy or deconstruct the existing infrastructure and get all of these buildings powered and set up to the iron. I believe it's all set to iron already. Good. Good. Because basically I will be replicating what I have back here. So right now, I actually only have 3 smelters smelting. I will have 4 smelters smelting, and they will go 1-to-1 into iron plates. And then, I don't think it's 1-to-1 here. I think it's 2-to-1 here. Yeah, it's 2-to-1 on the iron rods. So I need to make sure that for the rods, it's 2 to 1, and then for the plates, it is 1-to-1. Now, there's not enough space for 6 constructors here. I'm pretty sure. I can check. That's an easy enough thing to check. No, because them being directly next to each other, like so. Oh god, I hate that this rock is here. Means that I am limited to 6 of these buildings. Now, that being said, I do have access, technically, to overclocking to 150%. Or 200 or 250, as long as I have power shards. I would need 2 power shards per machine to get them to operate twice as quickly. Is it worth it? Not particularly. I don't think it's particularly worth it when I have a blue slug. When I have a singular blue slug right now, I would need to go out and get more of them. 3 more of them, in fact. And it will use more power, like exponentially more power to do this. So let me show you. It doesn't update automatically, unfortunately. I don't know why it doesn't. It really should update these values dynamically as I increase the thing here. It does update the target production rate value here, but it doesn't update the input rate. I know in this case it is a 1-to-1, so it will be 22.5 per minute. I need to add a second one. It also doesn't tell me what the updated power draw is going to be, which sucks. It absolutely sucks. And it's far better to use these power cells in your power producing buildings. And I will show you why. Now, it doesn't... All it does is reduce the amount of power producing buildings you need. Let's keep that in mind. All that doing this does is that it will allow me to do 45 megawatts out of this one building. It's still going to consume the same amount of fuel, no matter what. The value of the fuel doesn't change. It just changes how many of the buildings I need to power my base. Why are you blue? the light is blue. I'm unsure what blue light means, because it is connected to the grid. Anyway, off we go. I need to figure out placing 2 more constructors. And I think the answer for placing 2 more constructors is simply removing these foundations right here. Now, as long as I have the resources, I am absolutely able to place these constructors right in here. It's absolutely wonderful. I don't think I used to be able to do that, because I just have the clearance here to put that in. That's why you go... That's why I did 4 up. I mean, I could have just gotten away with 3, but there's buildings that are taller than this, so that's why I went 4. There are buildings that are taller. Okay, and I do have space to run the belt as well. Although part of me is considering running a Mark II belt here because you know what? I don't think I need to. No, because 4 of these doing rods. That's 60, so it should be fine with 4 of these doing rods. As long as these are getting their own line in for these 4, and these 2 will make plates. Yeah, you're not doing rods. You're doing plates. These 2, which is very, very easy to set up. The conveyor can just convey across there straight up, 1-to-1 ratio here. I don't need to do anything particularly fancy. For this, though, I will do something a little bit more fancy by bringing in a merger here. The conveyor belt, 1, 2 ticks. Bring it all the way in. Belt. And then splitters. That's a merger. That's a splitter. Okay. Now, where do I want to align this? Probably right here. Right here. And right here. Of course, as per usual, we'll do 2 ticks back. Get that in there. Get that in there. Get that over there. Get that in there. Get that over there. Get that in there. And get that in there. Okay. That is the belt logistics for rods and plates on the inputs. And then we have the outputs of the rods and plates. This is going to make a belt of rods and a belt of plates. So again, we need more mergers. Let's go with the merger out here, shall we? I don't need one there. I want you there, or do I? Do I? No. Merger. I want the final merger to be right here. Okay. This logistics. 1, 2. You. Input. Input. Whoops. Conveyor. Convey. Okay, this outputs here, and that outputs there. That is the output logistics of the plates and the rods. Now, I could output them into containers. I could output them into containers, but I'm not gonna. I am not gonna. I am liking how this looks, though. This is looking pretty nice. It is looking pretty nice. So you are all set on your recipes. Let's go and collect more stuff because I plan on setting up all of the infrastructure before turning it on. Cough, cough. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I'm gonna be turning it on as the last thing we do because I have to break down a lot of this existing stuff. Go ahead and grab some of that. I need to grab my copper. It's because I need to make sure that I have enough resources to build what I need to build. And, you know, breaking down what I already have sort of limits my production capacity when you don't have any more production capacity. If I don't have enough stuff, I have to go and set up the temp stuff back up again. I don't want to do that. That would be a terrible idea. What am I here for? Do I need more of these? I'm pretty sure I do. Ah, right. I'm going to want to make additional rotors in particular. So we'll craft these. It uses a ton of screws. And that is that. Okay. Now, what do we need to do with the plates and the rods? Well, we need to do a couple of things. I want to make the reinforced plates as well as the other stuff. Other stuff, yes, how very specific of me. I want reinforced plates and I want rotors. So, in order to make the reinforced plates, I am going to need another constructor. I don't think I want to do this in this area because I am running out of room there. I want this constructor here. Yeah, sure. Why not? This constructor will make screws for me. It will take 10 of my 60 to make 40 screws. I'm also gonna have an assembler. This assembler is going to exist and live right here for just this specific assembler. This specific assembler I may actually want 2 assemblers here. Oh boy, alright. Oh boy, I can't have them directly next to each other. Oh, that's a boogers. That's a boogers. Give me... I need more reinforced plates. Reinforced plate, I need you now. Craft? Thanks. Give me more screws. I need a lot of screws for a lot of plates. I'll be back when I've got enough plates. I have enough plates. At least I better. At least I had better have enough plates. I may be extending this out a little bit further. This foundation. You know what? I may as well. Let's set up to Zoop mode, engage. Oh, I didn't do the full 10. Go! Zoop! We need Zoops! I have a need to Zoop. I also have a need to chainsaw. Goodbye. Goodbye, thingamabopper. Yes, destroy all those things. Okay. Get that Xenobasher back out because it's smaller. Give me an assembler. This assembler placement is temporary because I only want to see the recipes on it. So, in order to get the full output from this, I'm going to need 30 iron plates as well as 60 screws. Now that is 50% more than one constructor can make of screws. So I'm going to need at least 2 constructors making screws, 1.5 making screws for the reinforced plates. And then for the other thing, for the rotors, that's going to need 100 screws per minute, as well as 20 rods, just to get the 4 rotors. Now, note I have 60 rods of production. Okay, I have 60 rods of production. I will need 160 screws. Now, that 160 screws is 40 rods, leaving me with 20. Which is exactly the amount that I need, and I'm only using half of my iron plates. So I'm left with absolutely jack all for rods with this setup, and about 30 plates a minute in excess. I'm going to actually stick down the storage containers on these. I've changed my mind. I will put down the storage containers on these, and I'll make sure that they are in fact aligned. Now, if I need 160 screws, that is absolutely going to be 4 constructors. So I need to be able to build 4 constructors with proper placement going in, and then have the room for the logistics for the 2 assemblers. Okay, that means even more zooping. By at least 2 or 3. I'll do 3 more. So we're now at 15 by 10 on this base foundation. Die tree. Getting right up close to that destroyed doohickey. Part of me is like thinking, just go the remaining 5. Just go full on 20. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, just to double check, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we know that this was the 10th corner. So, power line, you come this way for me, please. Ta-da! That's what I like to see. Although I don't need you anymore. Huzzah! Oh boy, powering this is going to be a mission. So do I have enough for 4 constructors? I think so, yes. I have just enough cables for 4 constructors. I will need to make stuff. I'm going to put these constructors in line with that there. And we're going to work our way this way. These are going to make screws at their full rate. Now, you may have noticed that this is significantly more infrastructure than previously, than what I'll be destroying. That does mean I will need more power. I need a splitter with the input facing that way. We're going to do this right here. You have your input facing there. You need more cables. Okay. Off we go to get more cables. I don't need more wire, I just need to craft more cable. Cable, cable, cable. Let's go. I'll see you when I've got more cable. Okay, I have more cable. And yes, we are approaching the end of the stream today. The video today. I want to end it with having all of this logistics work done so that when we next meet, it's just a matter of turning it all on. 1, 2. And this is just to show you just the generic how I tend to build my factories as well, because you know it's good to see that sometimes plural. Just how one builds a factory like this. Alright, I will need mergers from here, this side. 1, 2. Right there, and for you, I want to output that way. Conveyor. 1, 2. Why it decided that that was the best course of action, I will not know. I will never know. yes, let's do a big S-bend to the other side's input port. We are ready for the assemblers. I need 2 of them. Their positioning doesn't actually matter, but I'm going to pick right there. Oh, I need more reinforced plates. Oh boy. Isn't it always ironic? The thing that makes the reinforced plates, in fact, needs reinforced plates. Oh boy, you need more screws. Screws? Please tell me I have some amount of screws. Thanks. Thank you for those screws, and thank you for the reinforced plates. The 79 that I can build right now. Oh boy. 10. I'll go up to 15, and we'll head on over there. Get that other assembler going. By the way, I will select the milestone just to have the milestone listed. Again, I haven't even built the space elevator yet, so we've still got some work ahead of us, because we also have to build the stuff for the space elevator. I prefer having this gap between them because I can't place them adjacent to each other. As great as it would be to be able to have them placed adjacent to each other, unfortunately, it's not to be. Yes, you will do that one. You will do that one. And, of course, I am realizing that I do, in fact, need the rods as well. However, I can get the rods through a conveyor going this way. Yes, that will work. I am also going to need a splitter. And I also need to think about how in the actual hell I'm going to do this logistics. Now, fortunately, in this very specific scenario, we have one ingredient in both of them. So that one and that one, those 2 ports there, can be this one ingredient. And all I need is a very, very convenient splitter right there. 1, 2, input. 1, 2, excuse me, 1, 2, and input. Convey. And then you'll go straight out. And then I'll see if I can, like, do a more elegant turn with you. Yeah, that's the weirdness, is that I'll need that there. That's about the best I can do with this S-bend. As for this one, though, same-ish idea. You're gonna go along the straight line, 1, 2, and then in. Is that, like, aligned to you? Oh yeah, it's aligned to you. I think. Something like that. And that, as they say, is that. It is not the end, though, of this build, because of course we need to provide everything with power. We are unfortunately not going to be able to do that today. So while I do have this factory... Really? What did you even align to? Okay. It aligned to the back port, I guess. Now, I'm pretty sure I've done all this logistics correctly. And I've done all the math correctly. The thing is, it's going to use a lot of power. A lot of power. And by a lot of power, I mean a lot of power. So, I'm gonna have to go and add some more biomass reactors before I can do much of anything, and also get, like, more solid biofuel for them, because I am running a little bit low on the solid biofuel right now. So, unfortunately, it's going to take a little bit before we actually turn all of this on. Just a little bit, just to make sure that I have the power capacity, because, like, each one of these is 4 megawatts. I have 4 of these guys at 4 megawatts. I've got 6 of these at 4 megawatts. So that's already, we're at 40 megawatts just off of the smelters and these initial constructors. And then add another 16 to that, we're at 56 megawatts to run this, and then 2 at 15. So another 30. So that's 86 megawatts of power necessary to run just what I've built here. And while my capacity is 111, I don't think that deleting, like, removing what I already have is going to give me enough headroom. So we'll need to make some adjustments. With that, though, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you've enjoyed today's video, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff down below. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you've not yet subscribed, and hit the notification bell. Consider becoming a member of the channel by hitting the great big blue join button and supporting on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushowboat if you are so inclined and able. I will be back when I'm back, and I will see you all on the next one.